Okay, so it's time to get your butts underground, Swaransians. We've got to talk about some Arc Raiders news that just came up, which are pretty huge news. Have a little look at the Reddit lately. So we're going to start with the one on the official Arc Raiders website, which came out November 12th today. And basically, it's just a couple of updates. So one to let people know is that duo matchmaking has now been tested and enabled, and I've actually seen this reflected in the Reddit because a lot of people have been asking for duos queue, saying that it's unfair because they get enrolled by trios all the time. Turns out that they've heard that, they've reacted pretty quickly, and they've implemented it. So here it basically explains that it'll prioritize solo and squads to play separately. After that, we prioritize duos to play with duos and trios to play with trios. It's not obviously 100% guaranteed, but it's moving in the right direction. And they said it wasn't 100% guaranteed with solos, but to be honest, I've played hundreds of raids now, and I don't think I've ever run into anyone who wasn't solo that hadn't just happened to meet, people walking around, which is part of the charm of the game. So, store cosmetic prices. I actually released a video here, which is a little bit outdated now because of this update, basically saying how expensive the store was. I went through some of the bits and yeah, it felt egregious for a game that was $40, $40, £40, whatever. It felt pretty extensive, the amount they were charging for like even skins for like a chicken's head or something that you only see in the menu. So it looks like they've listened to all that feedback, they're revising and they're making changes to it. I'm probably going to do a video having a look at like how much cheaper it is and see what people's consensus is on, because most people are like, oh, I've just bought it anyway, or just don't buy the skins. But this is proof as to why it's so important to voice your opinions and to let them know things, because in this example, they've listened and they're making changes. That's huge. They don't have to do that, especially with Nexon behind them. They really don't have to do that. So that's pretty massive. Tiny note on Rated X as well. So at the minute, we got the free to play one. I know a lot of people were concerned that they were going to put in the premium ones that are going to come out where you have to pay, they were going to put things like pay to win elements in, bits like that. This just clears that up, saying that there's not only gameplay items that are in free Rated X. Basically, this is like items you get when you open up a package. There'll be like grenades, medkits, augments, whatever. So they are only going to be in the free Rated X, and in the other one it says here that basically there'll be no pay to win, but in premium decks it'll be cosmetics. But it does also say here the focus for premium decks are based on cosmetics and convenience. Now I'm not entirely sure what that means. It's a little bit of a weird one, that, but anyway, they've got the roadmap here. This is all on the official website, so have a little look. And we're actually going to speak about this next. This is the Northline update. So the game only came out 13 days ago, right? And now we're already moving towards a new map, community unlock, and we're going to have a little look at IGN's website just to see what's going on with that and see what they're saying. But 2 new arcs and everything, like literally 2 weeks after release. This is crazy huge. Like they didn't have to do this. This is pretty baller of embark and a pretty good sign of things to come. So let's have a little look. Here we got the IGN article, basically saying how tomorrow Northline update is going to go live and has a bit of information what to expect. So for me, I think CET 10:30, there's going to be a new update which is introduced, which is basically going to give us a community event to unlock the new map, Stella Montis. And here you can see it says described as cold, pristine, filled with remnants of humanity's lost ambitions. So I believe there was some artwork, if I can find it I'll put it here. There was some artwork that was on the main website of like these really pristine looking environments. So maybe it's like an abandoned facility or something. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what they're doing with that, and yeah, well, hopefully we'll get to find out tomorrow. Well, we'll get to work towards it anyway. So basically, raiders who complete its challenges will recover resources, new gameplay items, and potential weapon blueprints in the ruins, revealing the next step in the struggle to reclaim the surface. Developer and Box Studios teased access to Salamontis must be first earned. To the tunnels leading the new region will only open once global community completes breaking new ground. So this breaking new ground is going to be a thing that everybody have to do, so I don't know if it's going to be a contribution. We'll have a little look at this tomorrow, but very similar to what Helldivers 2 does. They have these big goals where everybody needs to contribute. I can't imagine it's going to be that difficult, as they were bragging they had 700,000 concurrent players across all platforms the other day, so it's going to have to be some pretty hefty goals, but we're probably going to find that about tomorrow. And now it looks like in here they also do mention that, so we'll have to do these community goals. It will open up Stellar Montis. We've also confirmed that we're going to get 2 new enemies: the Matriarch, a hulking arc that makes the Queen look friendly, so that's going to be something pretty exciting to see. And also the Shredder. I'd seen a lot of conversations in the Reddit based around more of a arc that made close quarters combat like a real thing, rather than getting like blasted from far away, like thing that can follow you into buildings. Now here it says forcing raiders to stay sharp in close quarters encounters. To take them on, players can make use of the new energy blast rifle. Sounds pretty cool. I don't know what it's going to look like, how small, how big it's going to be, but yeah, pretty huge news, to be honest. Some awesome changes to like the payment system, and it really does sound like they're listening. So a little overview: we got the new map coming, which will be opened up after a community event. We've got the 2 new arcs, the Matriarch and the Shredder. We've got the new weapon, which energy burst rifle. Here we got some new mines and stuff. This will be good for Stankrat. I know he's going to make the most out of it. Impulse mines, time mines, and gas jump mines, huge. And yeah, this bit I don't really understand. If somebody knows this, they can let me know in the comments. But new playstyles, Lone Wolf and Trailblazer, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck that is. But we got new Stellar Montis quests as well. So this is all coming out tomorrow. There's a bit more information on here. If you want to have a little look, you can definitely check it out and see what they say. But yeah, it's pretty huge. IGN trying to claw back some faith after their abysmal review of the game. I bet they're seething from that. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys with a couple bits that have come out. Obviously, when we know tomorrow and we get official launch from Embark tomorrow, I'll make more of a note on it and we'll come back and revisit this. But yeah, look forward to seeing you all topside. Peace out, Raiders.